Shaka Zulu, but I think his team had a better idea, another strategy. Say, okay, don't do anything stupid. You're against a world champion in kickboxing and Muay Thai, so please do not enter this game. So we are in the welterweight division, 77 kilo weight class.
Hey, that's the way it is sometimes with MMA. People get into the sport early, and here we go. Immediate leg kick there for Shaka Zulu. He doubles up on it and triples up. 4. Quadruples up. Yeah, and there's the takedown from Théo Ulrich.
You knew that could be a nasty weapon, those low kicks. Shot instantly, and Ulrich, who said before the match he wanted to only box him. So I guess he's now following the advice of his corner, which was a good advice.
I'd say that was sound advice, and it was a good move to follow his corner's advice, because I'm actually seeing noticeable redness on his lead leg already after those 4 kicks. And some pretty decent takedown defense there for Shaka Zulu, because let's face it, I mean, he's got the striking, and he doesn't have to reinvent the wheel as a mixed martial artist. All he has to do is work on getting back up to his feet. I don't think he needs to learn flying triangles or omoplatas right now.
Not yet.
Give it 2 years.
Yeah, he's going to come back at 45. He's going to be a world jiu-jitsu champion.
BJJ black belt at 45. Hey, bring it on.
Little knees to the inside leg of Shaka Zulu. Trying to tenderize the meat. And the new kid on the block, Théo Ulrich.
And I mean, this is it's not the most exciting positioning, but it is a smart move for Théo Ulrich to slow down the pacing a little bit, collect himself, get a little bit of real estate on those legs, you know, try and weaken his opponent's base a little bit.
And Shaka Zulu refusing to go down like 3 times in a row. There's always standing, not losing balance.
I'm very impressed with his takedown defense on account that he's only been doing MMA for a year. But it speaks to what you mentioned earlier, Celiam, the fact that he is such a skilled athlete.
There you go.
There we go. 4th time was the charm for Ulrich, who now finds himself in half guard.
Okay, let's see what he learned in such a short amount of time. Shaka Zulu. This is where, unfortunately, we kind of knew that's Ulrich wanted to go. So taking him into the deep waters of submission wrestling on the ground. Ulrich trying to free his left leg, maybe take side control. At least that's the hopes. Those are the hopes.
So far, Ulrich moving methodically. He's not making, you know, he's not trying to do too much. He's taking his time, which is a smart move, because we've seen how explosive Shaka Zulu can be.
And as you said, maybe Ulrich felt those 4 low kicks at the beginning and say, okay, maybe I gotta step up the pace a little bit and getting close. I don't want to be hit by those gunshots to the legs.
And we're seeing some of the limitations with Shaka Zulu's grappling right now. The takedown defense from standing position was definitely there. But when it comes to the grappling defense, it does leave a little something to be desired as he eats a couple elbows up top, courtesy of Théo Ulrich.
He's got no space to work, Mr. Shaka Zulu. He's in basically waiting for his time to explode at the right moment. You see, getting to the side, that's a nice job for him. And putting his knee in as a shield almost.
And Mebenga has done the homework, though. He did actually train with Baysangur Shamsudinov last spring. So, I mean, he has put in the work. But the thing is, a year is not enough time to make yourself a solid grappler. You can get some of the fundamentals down. You can work on some key moments and positions. But when it comes to just grinding, draining positions like this, it can be tough. He's potentially, he's gonna slip out. Nice job.
Back on his feet.
He waited for an opening. He didn't try and make something happen, or he'd have to exert himself too much.
He's gonna try to explode. Maybe go with with an elbow. Ooh. No.
Denied. But again, back up to his feet. You can kind of tell the different positions that Shaka Zulu has been training.
20 seconds to go now in round 1. Yeah, that was beautiful. The elbow, blind elbow. You see, he's not even, he's just feeling it. He knows where the face of his opponent is.
Ulrich managed to tip Shaka Zulu down off of that S-grip that he had from the back, but
an interesting first round here where we knew that Théo Ulrich would have an advantage with the grappling, but he hasn't necessarily managed to accomplish a whole lot of meaningful offense with it.
I think he was bluffing, you know, when he said he wanted to stand up. Maybe that was a pre-match bluff to
hey, why not?
But I mean, he did enough, you know, to win a round. Unfortunately, those are the rules of MMA. You don't have to, if you destroy your opponent or if you just dominate him a little bit like this, the scorecard's going to be the same. It's going to be a 10-9 round for him.
Yeah.
So, of course, the advantage is for Ulrich right now, and if he can score the same thing in the second round, he'll be much at ease maybe in the third to attempt something else because he'll know he's in the lead. So I think right now he's doing the right thing by trying to tire out his older opponent by really destroying him with the takedowns and then just working him to the ground, frustrating him the whole time. Because if it continues in stand-up, this could be good night, Irene, for Ulrich.
And look, we're seeing Shaka Zulu a little less offensive off of the feet, probably because he's anticipating that takedown attempt. So Ulrich has planted that seed of doubt in his opponent, and it's paying dividends now.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You want to see this one turn into a stand-up battle, at least for a minute.
Ulrich is not liking those kicks.
Give the crowd what they want, though.
And there it is.
Nope. Took in 35 seconds before switching to a body lock.
I mean, it's a smart move, though. Why face your opponent where they are hands down at their most dangerous? But I do like that Ulrich, he did set the tone a little bit on their feet. And honestly, he was winning the striking in the second round until he engaged with the wrestling. So look at that. Powers his opponent down with a mat return.
And again, Benga with those bangers.
Yeah, I'm really liking those defensive elbows. He's thrown them just enough to score damage, but not leaving them out there long enough to stop being able to defend.
But what I like is that he's doing them blindly.
Oh, bit of a fence grab there, it looked like.
Well, he's been warned a couple of times because with the fence grabs already, Benga, so should be careful because the referee's keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, if he continues this way, he may very well get a point deduction, and that would be, I mean, leave him with only one means with which to leave with a victory, and that would be a finish.
Well, can I tell you something, Seb?
Absolutely.
I think that's the only way he's going to win it, because every time that Ulrich is just grabbing his body, it's just a matter of time, just surviving until the takedown, and then on the ground he doesn't really have the submission skills to get a submission win. So it's either going to be a knockout win by Mebenga or a decision win by Ulrich. That's what I'm seeing in the future.
You know, I think your crystal ball seems clear. Whoa, there we get a huge takedown. Let's see.
No, he's going back to his feet. Huh. Yeah, very quickly. Nice.
I mean, that's the thing. If Ulrich can manage to properly ground Shaka Zulu, then he's definitely cooking with some heat. But until then, we're kind of just playing up and down, position changes here, because the stand-ups for Mebenga are really holding up.
Uh-oh, the crowd is turning on the bout now.
Yep.
Yeah, they want to see him bang.
And they just let go.
There, nasty right hand. Mebenga covering up, be careful.
Oh, lands a right hand of his own. Covering up now as Ulrich is all over him. Once again, engages the clinch.
He didn't have the opportunity to really create the distance. He was against the cage. I think it would have been a good idea for him to turn and go back to the center, but it wasn't possible. The pressure by Ulrich was just too strong. One minute to go now in this second round.
There, and now I think that this is probably where they're going to stay until the third round. Oh, no, but look at that. Shaka Zulu's got tricks up his sleeve.
That's his specialty. You can't really keep it on the ground too long. Got springs in his legs.
I liked what Ulrich did there because he's been throwing those short knees to the thigh, which they're annoying, but they're not going to do a whole lot of damage. But I like the fact that he kicked or rather kneed past and went to the head instead. I think it's something that could serve him well. I mean, just the way that Shaka Zulu is throwing those sort of naked elbows backwards, why not throw a high kick forward?
Why not? As if... Oh,
he's rocked!
Nasty shot! We thought this round was done. Woo, look at that. I was talking to you as if we were already resting. I thought those 10 seconds were already done.
I thought so too.
One major shot by Ulrich right before the buzzer. I want to see that one again. Let's get a replay. I hope so.
I am sure we are going to get another look at that.
Let's check it out. I don't know if that's the... No, that was right
there. Yeah.
We missed the right hand.
Yeah. There, that was it.
Saved by the cage. Then the final attack. Well,
we got ourselves a fight for a third round. That's for sure. Théo Ulrich looks fresh, ready to go, but you know, gotta hand it to his 38-year-old opponent. So does Shaka Zulu.
Okay, let's see the next minute now. Interesting for Shaka Zulu. I think he kept something. Maybe explode very early with the stand-up, but no, Mr. Ulrich creating the surprise now. He's the one smothering, basically, Shaka Zulu. And just playing with those heavy hands now, aiming to the face of Zulu.
Keep in mind, he won his pro debut by a TKO in the third round. Might try to mirror that here in Reims.
He's tired, he's tired. Oh, covering up, but being used as a human punching ball, Mr. Shaka Zulu.
And we're
and the knee!
Knees and uppercuts and hooks and everything but the kitchen sink being thrown here.
Absolutely insane. Lift your hands up, lift your hands up.
Is he gonna get the takedown? Looks like it. Oh, big slam, boom!
Way easier this time.
And Shaka Zulu exhaled, almost admitting defeat there. We're seeing he's not bouncing up the same way that he did previously. He's getting...
No, he's still back up.
He's pulling that same sort... I mean, you're ideally not supposed to give up your back in ground positions, but he's doing it and it's paying off.
You know, in France, we had a game when I was young called the bidibule, which is like an inflatable doll that you cannot take down. You know, every time you put him on the ground, it always came back up. He's a human bidibule.
Yeah?
Nobody understands my reference, but I'm happy I made it anyway.
Oh, this is a much better position here for Ulrich.
Right under the armpit with a few pumping punches to the face.
I mean, his pressure is just otherworldly, Théo Ulrich. He just never takes a step back, and that's also what's... I mean, sure, but the wrestling and takedowns have set a bit of a pattern for Shaka Zulu, but he also hasn't been able to get off a whole lot of striking because he's constantly being pushed backwards. And it's very hard to throw shots as you're backing up, or much harder, rather, than if you're going forward.
Back to those annoying knees to the back of the thigh, and another takedown. Halfway in now, round number 3. You know, it's got to be frustrating for Shaka Zulu, but we can't blame Théo Ulrich. He's following his game plan like a champion.
Yeah. Oh, some big elbows being thrown here.
Yeah, but no real impact. I mean, he's still in.
He's starting to ragdoll him now, though. Stepping over once again, but every single time, Shaka Zulu does the same thing.
He's back up.
Yeah.
Good God, where does he find the energy? 38 years old. This dude has been just massacred for like 15 minutes. Impossible for him to even express his boxing. He can't showcase, you know, what he does.
I mean, he's basically been forced into a defensive shell throughout almost 15 minutes now.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been able to get anything offensive going. He's constantly being pushed back. He's constantly having to get back from the canvas or try and break a grip of his opponent. It's just,
ooh, that knee just,
it was more kind of a graze than a full connection.
Almost. You're right. Half an inch away from a knockout. That was beautiful. 50 seconds to go. Oh, he's coming back to that knee.
Some big strikes being thrown here from Théo Ulrich. In his pro debut, we were asking for more uppercuts, and he's given plenty of them here tonight.
And another takedown. It's too bad we don't have the stats, because I stopped counting after 200.
I would be very interested to see both the control time, the takedowns, and the strike differential, because it must be just some astronomical numbers.
But this is the type of grind that you usually see in training. But Mebenga is having a real lesson tonight in front of 5,000 people. Last few seconds now of this war.
Oh, see, that's what I wanted to see, a high kick thrown from the back position. We got to see a little bit of it, but just complete dominance there from the young upstart Théo Ulrich.
Le vainqueur de ce combat par décision unanime des juges, le coin rouge, Théo Ulrich.
Unanimous decision win for Théo Ulrich.